Government announces a major breakthrough in the fight against HIV. And released Israeli hostage says he was sexually assaulted in Gaza captivity. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie Banda. Zambia's energy diversification agenda has received a major boost with the groundbreaking of $245 million 200 megawatt solar power plant in Chief Nono's chiefdom in Mumbwa district. Energy Minister Makozo Chikote, who officiated at the ceremony, said the project marks a major milestone in the nation's ongoing drive to expand clean energy infrastructure and reduce overdependence on hydropower. He assured the nation that several renewable and thermal energy projects currently under construction will begin delivering electricity to the national grid within the next few months, significantly improving power availability for households and businesses. Mr. Chikote commended traditional leaders for providing land to investors, emphasizing that such partnerships are enabling critical infrastructure that will benefit communities for generations. He also emphasized with citizens experiencing reduced electricity hours and reaffirmed government's commitment to delivering sustainable solutions that restore stability and stimulate economic growth.
In order to address power deficit in our country, because I know the noisemakers this time around, this is the only thing they are talking. No, this government is exporting power. No, this government doesn't care for the people. When we start using the results of what we are doing now, what we have put in the plan, again they will not want to use. They will start turning around and say, no, this power you see is because of election. Is it election or proper planning?
Zaho Energy Solutions Limited Chief Executive Officer Ignatius Hangomba said the solar plant is a joint venture between Zambian and Hungarian investors, reflecting growing international confidence in energy sector reforms. Construction is expected to take 18 months and will create more than 200 direct jobs as well as opportunities for local suppliers. Meanwhile, project financiers described the investment as a symbol of strengthening cooperation and friendship between Zambia and Hungary. ZESCO Acting Managing Director Engineer Wesley Lwindi said the project, covering 236 hectares, will include battery storage to support grid reliability, reducing the nation's over-reliance on hydropower. Central Province Minister Mwabashike Nkulukusa assured stakeholders that the investment is secure and will deliver long-term benefits, and Member of Parliament in Southern Province Minister Credo Nanjua welcomed the project as a significant milestone for the district and the country. President Hakainde Hichilema has emphasized the importance of digital technology in driving national development. Speaking during the 27th graduation ceremony at the National Institute of Public Administration, NIPA, President Hichilema said digital innovation remains key to enhancing efficiency and transparency in the public service. He commended NIPA for playing a critical role in promoting the use of digital technologies within government institutions, adding that such efforts are essential for achieving positive national transformation. The head of state further urged graduates to use their skills to contribute to Zambia's digital agenda, noting that the future of work depends on the availability emerging technologies. The president says this in a statement read on his behalf by Ministry of Education Permanent Secretary Mr. Kennedy Kalunga.
Implementing the new Constituent Development Fund Management System, supporting the digital transformation of government services, and ensuring that Zambia's decentralization agenda translates into improved global governance. These are not theoretical exercises. They are the real-world applications where our NIPA graduates will make their mark, directly contributing to our administration's commitment to decentralized governance and community empowerment. Dear graduates, what sets your code apart is your preparation for what I thought. This is the president. what I call intelligent adaptation.
And NIPA Executive Director Professor Jacob Malungo has urged the graduates to ensure that
Proactive and justice. Smart development is not only about technology, it is about wisdom, the capacity to use knowledge. And resilience is about standing firm in the face of adversity.
the government has announced a major breakthrough in the fight against HIV with the approval of a long-acting drug that prevents HIV infection. The new medicine called lenacapavir will be given just twice a year. Health Minister Elijah Muchima says the registration of lenacapavir by the Zambian Medicines Regulatory Authority ZAMRA marks another historic milestone in the country's fight against HIV and AIDS. Speaking at a press briefing in Lusaka today, Dr. Muchima said the 6-monthly injection offers a highly effective and convenient prevention option for people at risk of HIV infection. He explained that the new drug builds on last year's introduction of cabotegravir, another long-acting injectable ARV, and reflects President Hakainde Hichilema's vision to end HIV as a public health threat by 2030. Dr. Mchima noted that Zambia records around 30,000 new HIV infections every year, with adolescent girls, young women, and new mothers being the most affected.
Speaker and the cumulative cases 725 from August 2025 and we have witnessed 5 years since then and one new case today. 786 or more million. This is the potato in the current situation, but we are in control. One of the reasons is still cross-border trade business. We are bordering some countries where they have medical facilities. And also if our own people search for business for trade, they are really such problems. If they follow the way now, we need to be aware of us.
The Zambian Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency ZAMSA has started delivering essential medicines and medical supplies to health centers in areas that often become cut off during the rainy season. Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency Senior Manager for Corporate Communications Bradley Chingobe says this early delivery is part of ZAMSA's emergency preparedness plan. He says it helps make sure that health workers in remote districts such as Luanda, Shangombo, Chiengi, Chama, Nabwalia, and others can continue treating patients even when roads are flooded or damaged. Mr. Chingobe says the medicines being sent will last between 3 to 6 months, covering the entire rainy period.
So without early action, there is a huge risk that some of these clinics can run out of medicines and medical supplies. This is the reason that ZAMSA has decided to distribute these medicines now to prevent the out-of-stock situation and also ensure that the health of people living in far-flung areas is guaranteed. In addition to this rainy season plan, the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency has also completed the distribution of the health center kits across the country. As we know, these kits are instrumental in the primary healthcare sector.
The Swahilapili organization, a local non-government organization focused on mental health awareness, has described the death of the Livingstone prison warder as an unfortunate and deeply saddening situation. Recently, a prison warder had reportedly taken his own life in what police suspect to be a case of suicide. The incident has sparked renewed concern over rising mental health challenges and suicide cases in Zambia. Secretary General Muranga Joseph says the organization expressed concern over what it calls alarming levels of suicide cases across the country, particularly among civil servants. Mr. Muranga noted that many such cases are linked to issues including financial stress, depression, family isolation, unemployment, and lack of adequate mental health support systems. And in other news trending this evening, The Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights Africa Trust at Zambia has wrapped up its Gender Eco Economies Entrepreneurship Bootcamp for young women with a call to continue empowering young women to lead, innovate, and shape Zambia's economic future. The founder and CEO of the Bizet campaign, Ambassador Evans Kazonga Ngoma, has called on Zambian farmers to diversify their crops and prioritize the production of legumes, particularly soybeans and groundnuts, to support the country's edible oil industry and strengthen food security. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And rather, here is the foreign news. A former Israeli hostage who was released last month told Israeli TV that he was sexually assaulted during his 2 years in captivity in Gaza. In an interview with Channel 13's Hasno program, Ron Braslavsky, 21, described being stripped naked and tied up by members of Palestinian Islamic Jihadi, PIG. He is the first man held hostage to allege publicly that he was sexually assaulted. In the sports news, the Zambia under-17s men's national team has returned to the battlefront as they are currently facing Honduras in a Group H encounter at the Aspire Zone, Pitch 9 in Doha. Buoyed by the matchday 1 win over Indonesia, the Zambian team is looking to confirming their historic knockout stage place with a win over the Honduras team on their debut. The onus is on the skipper Jonas Kalimani to inspire the Dennis Makinka side to a prospective knockout stage appearance. And currently, Zambia is leading by 3-1 at the break. And that sporting item brings us to the end of the news. Top of the stories that made headlines. Zambia's energy diversification agenda has received a major boost with the groundbreaking of 245 million United States dollars, 200 megawatt solar power plant in Chief Mono's chiefdom in Mumba district. The government has announced a major breakthrough in the fight against HIV with the approval of a long-acting drug that prevents HIV infection. And finally, a former Israeli hostage who was released last month has told Israeli TV that he was sexually assaulted during his 2 years in captivity in Gaza. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the happy world of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Enjoy the rest of the evening.